Hey YouTube, Awesome Rider here. Welcome to my review for Kamen Rider Gavv, episode 40. So this I thought was a pretty solid episode. It went pretty much exactly the way I thought. Not that it was bad, but once we set things up, I just kind of knew, like, yeah, Loki is going to get his revenge. He'll get the new power-up. Probably kind of a moment stating his purpose, and that's exactly what happened. Like I said, not necessarily a bad thing, and I'm still enjoying the show, but I feel like it's just not gripping me as much as it was. I guess there's not as much twists and turns up in the air, with the exception of now, knowing that members of the Stomach family are surviving these supposed murders. Not murders, but I don't know. I still am surprised that Hotaro, oh my god, no! That Shoma was going to take them out, or did take them out, just because usually the protagonist would be like, no, we can redeem them, and, smiles and puppies and whatever. But anyway, that's kind of like the only thing we have going on at the moment, and I still think the show's going to end overall solid, but I've been a little bit disappointed by this last run of episodes, as, like I said, we've been kind of in this quiet territory where episodes feel like filler, where everything just goes pretty straightforward with not a lot of, different things going on. It was kind of nice having moments of everyone mourning Shoma's great uncle. Even it hit Sachika harder than anyone else. I mean, I think it did hit Shoma probably the hardest. But you had a nice beat about him kind of trying to stay strong for everybody and kind of tying it back to them having that parfait that they wanted to make for him, which was a nice little tribute, and seeing the goodbye messages. And I honestly thought they were going to pull a fake out with him too, and either he was going to be alive or alive for a couple minutes for a goodbye. But I'm surprised and I'm not happy, but glad that they actually decided to leave the weight of that death there. For that, and that had some nice moments in there, and I did like that there was an unexpected kind of bond with him and Lakia in a way, and I think it was kind of pivotal to his character, kind of like how Shoma's relationship with Honto was pivotal to him, forgiving and understanding Granite's. His relationship, Lakia's relationship with the uncle, was kind of pivotal to his relationship also with being more nuanced instead of just hating everybody that ever touched Stomach Inc. You're a customer at Stomach Inc., believe it or not, right to jail. So, yeah, I really liked that stuff, and I liked the resolution of Lakia finding greater purpose beyond revenge, of stopping, more victims from falling prey to the same thing that his brother did, and, a nice moment of finding that purpose and getting his power-up, which is overall pretty cool. I think it's a pretty cool power-up. I think the silver's a bit much for me, I feel there needs to be a little more balance. I still think my favorite Vram suit is just the classic main suit, but still, pretty good power-up. And again, nice twist at the end there where we have Glotto alive and Longo alive. And I'm hoping that we're going to have the Stomach family being kind of the final villains. We'll have this last stretch of episodes dealing with the president guy and his daughter, and finally, have Will Friedle in there for My Date with the President's Daughter. And then kind of have the Stomach family Shoma conflict be the final one. I think that will be ultimately right. I don't want them to bring back the other brother, the first one that was killed off. I think that would be too much, but I think that'll be really good if that's the final villain arc. And I think it'll be interesting to see where it lands, because I don't think they've necessarily been humanizing him in the sense that they feel like they have a redemption arc, oh, they're secretly misunderstood. But I do think they've been doing work to make them seem a little bit more nuanced. And given the fact that, like I've said numerous times throughout these reviews, they haven't really done the cliche thing of having them all be redeemed or something like that, I'll be really curious to see where this ultimately lands. Because since they've already kind of taken them out and brought them back, I can't necessarily see them taking them all out again, so I think there might end up being some sort of resolution of, I don't know, Stomach Inc. seeing the error of their ways or something. We'll have to see, but bottom line is, overall, a solid, if not predictable episode, and I still enjoy the show, but I wish it was gripping me as much as it was in the past, and I'll be curious to see where everything lands when the show finally ends. But I'll definitely be sorry to see it go. I'm excited to see what our new writer is going to look like. I forgot his name again already, but I am excited to see that. The fact that I've been enjoying Gavv makes me actually excited for the new writer as opposed to last year, but I'm also nervous because, I didn't enjoy Gotchard so much, and the fact that Gavv has been such a breath of fresh air, I'm, don't want to go away from the safety of Gavv and worry about having another Gotchard, but we'll have to see. But let me know your thought of the episode in the comments as always. Until next time, Awesome Rider, signing out.